Congratulations, you've finished the Salesperson pre-license course. We've talked about a lot of topics in this course. While all these topics are relevant to your role as a real estate agent, there are a few that are key to you being successful. A real estate salesperson is a type of real estate agent, emphasis on agent. As a salesperson, you'll work for a real estate broker. You'll owe your broker a number of duties, specifically obedience, loyalty, disclosure, care and skill, accounting, and confidentiality. You're expected to follow the reasonable instructions of your broker. Note the word reasonable in that sentence. You're not obligated to carry out actions that are criminal, harmful, or impossible. Loyalty means putting the needs and desires of the principal, your broker, in this case, before your own. This also means protecting the interests of the principal. Loyalty is closely tied to both disclosure and confidentiality. You're expected to be honest with your broker. This means revealing information that is relevant and material. This also means telling your broker if a relationship with someone else is likely to cause a conflict of interest with the aims of the broker. Disclosure often extends to third parties. Beyond required disclosures, there's an expectation that you won't lie to people you interact with when working for your broker. On the other hand, being an agent means protecting the principal party by only revealing necessary information. Honesty is important and you shouldn't lie. But not everything you know about the broker or your broker's client should be shared. Real estate agents, by nature of their training and specialized profession, are seen as experts. A person goes to a real estate broker seeking help with a situation they can't handle themselves. So when you're on the job, you need to be professional. This applies to behavior and attitude. It also applies to how you approach the work you do. Being professional means being careful and deliberate. Your advice to your principal should be informed and based on the facts of a situation. Your actions on behalf of the principal should be planned and well thought out, with possible consequences being anticipated. Similar to this is the duty of accounting. Since you're acting for another person, you may be required to do things like spend the other person's money. Similar to loyalty and disclosure, you need to keep track of what you do for the principal. This protects both you and the principal. While you won't be the direct official agent of a member of the general public, you'll still work with them as an agent of the broker. All of the duties mentioned above are also owed to the broker's client you work with. The other important concept we should review is fair housing. Fair housing refers to the efforts to ensure that everyone has access to real estate. What this means for you as a salesperson is being fair with clients you work with on behalf of your broker. Fair in this case means treating all clients the same regardless of such things as race, religion, nation of origin, or gender. Fair housing has a statutory dimension where it's enforced by established laws. Both federal and state laws protect people from being discriminated against. These laws absolutely need to be followed. The legal consequences of violating fair housing laws can be significant. There's also an ethical dimension to fair housing. Fair housing is good for business. It looks good, it makes you appear welcoming and inviting, and it expands the pool of potential clients. So, what do you do now? There are a few last steps before completion. After the end of this video, and one last question, you'll need to complete a practice exam. The point of this is to help you get a sense of what you'll face when you take the actual licensing exam. The questions will be more challenging than what we presented in the course. Don't worry though, we won't ask you about anything that wasn't covered in the coursework. But what will happen after that? Finishing this course was the first of 4 main steps that need to be completed in order to earn your salesperson license. Next, you'll need to submit a license application. This is accomplished by going to the website shown on the screen. You'll create an account and pay an application fee. Then you'll be able to submit the application electronically. You don't need to be working for a broker to apply for a salesperson license. Once you receive the email notification, you can schedule the licensing exam with PSI Services. After completing the exam, you'll need to confirm the name of the broker you'll work for. The license application will be labeled as pending and will remain that way until broker sponsorship is confirmed. However, after a year, a pending application will be canceled and you'll need to reapply. While you don't need to be associated with a broker to apply for a salesperson license, you will need to be sponsored by a broker to actually be issued a license. This brings us to the end of the course. We'd like to thank you one more time for choosing At Your Pace Online for your educational needs. Good luck in your new career.